Welcome, YouTube. This is your girl Queens. I coming at you today. Just want to answer some questions for you guys today that you may have about hoodoo and beginning hoodoo. So if you guys have any questions, feel free. Make sure you guys feel free to type those questions in. If you guys want to donate to, my cause, my channel, you can always cash at me at Bless Queen's Eye. But while I'm waiting on questions, one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys today about is believing in yourself, believing in your magic, and knowing your self worth. A lot of times, we put intentions out in the universe and we don't remain consistent. A lot of our thoughts go against the things that we want. So, for an example, we may want a new car and we may be believing for a new car, but then we like, in our subconscious mind, we think about, oh, well, I don't have this to get the financing, or I'm going to need financing, or this or that. And so we limit our manifestations based on our beliefs and our thoughts. And for some reason, a lot of people that's still caught up in a lot of the religious dogma, they feel that, if they're not living this perfect life, that they're going to be punished. And what they're going through, and the reason why they can't have what they want, is because they've done something wrong somewhere, and the universe is punishing them for some reason. And this is not true. What is true is that you have limited your desires by not believing in the right info, in not believing that you can obtain these things, that you are not worthy of these things. Okay. One of the greatest aspects that we can have is believing in ourselves, because we are the divine. We are a part of the divine, whether we know it or not. And so we are worthy. We just have to know, and know without a shadow of a doubt, no matter what we do, no matter what failures we have, we are worthy of this soul evolution, because a lot of times, once you start manifesting and you see that the things that you are manifesting are coming to fruition, that is going to evolve your soul, your thought process, and you're going to start believing in yourself a lot more. But you have to start small. So some of my recommendations to help you guys manifest better would be, write it down. A lot of people are afraid to write down their visions. Be specific. If you want a fucking pink car, write, I want a pink car. If you want, your bank account to have a certain amount of money, write your damn bank account, number down with that amount you want, and every day, whatever it is that you want, you have to revisit that. Sometimes you have to revisit it a couple times throughout the day. Hey, I can't think of Nate. Clarion call. How you doing, Nate? But a lot of times we can't manifest what we want because we don't hold those thoughts. I know at first I used to get up in the morning and I just jump out of bed. Well, now I get up in the morning, and before I get out the bed, I set the tone for my day. The first thing I do is set my intention for the day. Since I work for myself, I manifest a certain amount of money every day. So I set the tone. Let's just say, for an example, it's $3, or let's just say $5. So every day I wake up and I'm going to manifest $5 in my life. So every morning I wake up and I thank you for this $5. And what I'm gonna do with that $5 when I get it? This $5, to buy you a nice, pair of earrings or a nice pair of shoes, whatever $5 can buy you that you really want. That's what you envision. You envision having these things, whether it's, the shoes on your feet or the car or the house. You envision yourself with these things. And you do that every day. And before long, your actions are going to line up with that vibration of that item, whatever that desire is, because everything has energy. And so let's just say, for an example, you don't have the money that you seek. Well, being in lack is a certain vibration. And to have the things that you desire is a certain type of vibration. So you have to change your vibration to match the thing that you want. So let's say, for an example, if it was this level 1 to 10 and you're on a 1 because all hell is breaking loose in your life, you don't have anything. The only thing you have is the hope. So you're level 1 and the house may be level 5. Well, you got to figure out how to raise your vibrations to get to level 5, whatever that is, whether it's, vision boards, whether it's meditation, whether it's spell work, whether it's tarot readings, whether it's dropping certain people out your life, whether it's relocating, whatever it is that you have to do, you will naturally start gravitating towards doing it if you hold that thought every single day. So, that's one way to manifest. Another way that I think is good to manifest is to, pretend. Every day in the morning when you wake up, pretend you're waking up to the life that you want. What would you be doing in those mornings? Would you be going right back to sleep? Would you be turning over? Would you be jumping up? Would you be making coffee, doing yoga, blase, blase, squaze, squaze? So whatever it is you would be doing once those things manifest in your life, you need to spend a portion of your day acting that out, even if it's just 30 seconds of the day, even if you feel silly doing it. One of the things that I've learned is some of the things we feel the silliest about, these are the things that actually bring us the things that we want. When we were kids, we had this great imagination and the sky was the limit. And it seemed like when we were kids, we could manifest and do all kind of shit. But now that we're smart and we have this intelligence and we've been through all of these schooling and programmings and all of these things, now it's hard for us to unleash that imagination. But the thing about the imagination is it puts you in the reality that you don't see. And so that puts you in that energy, that puts you at that vibrational level. And eventually you get at that vibrational level enough, your body is going to have enough of leaving that vibrational energy and it's just going to have you there permanently. So you have to remember that. Like, we are creatures of habit. The universe is a servant. It is there to assist you. That's the reason why you don't have to worry about the birds. Are they going to find food? Because they know how to ask the universe specifically. Tweet, tweet, tweet. I need some food. And behold, it's a nut, it's a worm, it's a whatever birds eat. It could be even people throwing bread out, but they are able to eat. So same thing with shelter. So if we have intelligence and we can actually carry forth the message, why would not the universe or the Godhead take care of us? So we have to keep that in mind. Like, our biggest way to manifest is our positive thoughts. And that's why I keep saying we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe. And even if it takes you 35 years to get there, you still have to believe with that same passion and energy as when you first had that thought. And that's the hardest thing. And the average person won't even, I'm looking for an ashtray. Just put the candle up. But the average person won't keep a thought, past a hard time. So let's say, for an example, you're manifesting about a business and you want to be able to sustain yourself on this business. Okay, so the first day you wake up, you doing business, you make money that day. The next day, no money. The third day, no money. Fourth day, no money. 3 weeks go by, you still ain't made no money off that business. So now your mindset is in struggle mode, starvation mode. Why, you kind of pissy. Why this ain't working? Why this ain't working? And the universe wants you to keep that same energy. So every day, if you make it a practice that you pretend your business made $1 every day, and what you would do with that dollar, or you made a sale, whatever it is you're selling, or whatever it is your business is, that you guys have a customer, and you pretend every day that you have a customer, you will have a customer soon. It's not going to take you 35 years to get that customer. You know what I'm saying? But it's about you putting yourself in that vibrational energy. And, a lot of times the vibrational energy changes because of our moods and our swings. And that's the reason why the vision boards and having something physical to remind you of exactly what it is you want, what it is you desire, that helps. A lot of people, because we're a digital world, people feel that they don't have to make a journal anymore. Yeah, you want to chart your daily and you want it to be something physical. You don't always want it to be a computer touch. You want something writing, because there's power in writing. I remember from, being in the Bible, and which is my roots. My roots is the word of God, no matter what. The Bible, that is my roots. I don't believe every word of it, but I feel that every word inspires an aspect of your life to make you a better person. So the Bible says to write a vision and make it plain. So we got to get out of all of this technology stuff and, oh, it's just going to be on my phone, or it's just going to be here and it's going to be here. You have to literally, I don't care if you got a sheet of notebook paper on every corner of the wall of your house with your dream written all over it. You have to do that. Because when, let's just say for an example, it's on the wall. Every time you walk by the wall, our eyes are cameras. And so they take snapshots. So everything you see, your mind is taking a picture of it because it only remembers pictures. And so now you walking by this sign, this quote that you wrote, or this affirmation that you wrote, or whatever it is you desire, you walk by it every single day. Your mind is going to remember that. And subconsciously, when you make decisions, your mind is going to remember this is the thing that you desire. So it's going to help influence you unconsciously to make decisions that's going to lead you to that direction. Let's say for an example, you got a food service business and you sell dinners or whatever. Everybody has to eat. So it's not a bad idea. Actually, it's a brilliant idea because a lot of people like myself, I love to eat. I don't like to cook. So, you know, you may say every day I'm gonna cook a meal and I'm gonna give away a free meal. Not that you can afford to give away a free meal, but how would people know how tasty your food is if they're not tasting your food? So if you get in a vibrational energy of cooking enough for two, for that extra person, not a lover but a customer, eventually you'll be cooking dinner for customers and yourself every day. It's that vibrational energy. You have to do that. For an example, if you want to start a certain type of business, you do the background work, but then also once you do the background work and you see what's required, now you have to manifest these things. So you need to write down what it is that you need. People like to play, and this is a fault of religion in Christianity. People like to play, I don't want to be God. We are gods because the divine is within us. And he doesn't live in something that's not divine. So we are divinity and we need to understand that. And so the Bible also says he will give you the desires of your heart. Then it says to write it down and make it plain. So what I take from that is whatever it is you want, be specific enough to write it down. When you write it down, describe it specifically. Every day, make that something that you focus on, even if it's just 30 seconds a day. And I guarantee you, just like the Bible says, he will give you the desires of your heart. Pray about it. Be thankful for it. Feel it already. You know what I mean? Feel what you would do with the money. Don't get me wrong. People, and this is another problem that I see Black people have a lot. We'll manifest. We'll say we want $1 million, and then we're like, oh, but we want to do good with $50,000 of it or $500,000 of it. Let's just be real. If I got $1 million, 9 times out of 10, I might blow 10,000 of it on something important, but the rest of it really just going to pacify my ego. And there's nothing wrong with that, because if you know the laws of money, you got to spend money to make money. It take money to make money. So if you take this million and you don't do shit but sit on it and live off of it, it won't be long for you don't have that million and nothing to show for it. So the best thing to do is to rightly divide your money. Have some self-sabotage money, because we are human. We're gonna fuck up. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna blow money. We're gonna do something stupid. Have some money to the side for you to be stupid with. Get that out, because if you don't, you're setting yourself up for failure, because we're not perfect and we're never gonna be perfect. If we get the opportunity, if you don't put fuck up money to the side, just money so you can do the things you want to do, buy that dumbass sports car that you don't need, or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? Go blow it on strippers. I don't fucking know. Whatever it is that you want to do frivolously, set that in your budget, because if you don't, you're going to spend it regardless. And it's going to take from something that you've already budgeted for, therefore hindering what you're really trying to do. So include some little fuck up money. When I was working getting payroll checks, one of the things I used to do is I said I spent about $300 a week just frivolously between weed, cigarettes, drinking, eating out, whatnot. I spent about $300 a week. That was able, me knowing how much I spent frivolously was enough for me to establish a budget to where I could be stable. I could still live the lifestyle that I wanted and still, accomplish the stability factor of being stable. A lot of people don't do that. And I learned that from somebody who was like, look, you're human. You're going to want, look, we're human. We're going to want to satisfy the skin from time to time. There is nothing wrong with that in moderation. But I wasn't spending, $300 a week on the same thing. Some weeks I didn't, because I did other things. I didn't have, $300 to spend that week. Some weeks I might have had, $200 to blow off because I fucked up somewhere else or somebody needed something or whatever. If you're a person that's an empath, well, this is what I'm integrating into my new budget is I am a giver. I love to give. If I have it to give, I'll give it. If you need shirt off my back, I'll give it to you. So now what I'm doing is, because I got the fuck up money, I got the bill money, but I didn't, and I wasn't factoring in how many times kids are going to need something or friends are going to need something. This is different from saving. This is different from retirement money. This is different from, rainy day money. Because if you dip into those pots for other people, when you need that pot is going to either have nothing in it or it's going to have little in it. And then you're going to be looking for these people to help you. But we know in the world, nobody is here to help us. It's only us. So in order for us to be stable, we have to have those different pots allocated. We don't want to be selfish with our resources, even though we know everybody around us, every single soul that we know is selfish with their resources. They can have it to help us and want. We know this. We are guaranteed this. What we have to do is still have for us to build to be strong, still have some savings, and we still have to give because, see, we're not in church giving tithes and offerings. So now we got to give our tithes, or we got to give a portion of our resources to the needy, because that's the only way it's going to keep coming back to us. So, if you're not in the habit of, giving things away, you're never going to receive, because to receive, you have to be a giver. That is the number one concept of religion. Give, and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Knock. That's how you knock. You want something, give something away. You want a good customer, be a good customer to somebody. You want to be a good husband, be a good husband. I mean, you want a good wife, be a good husband. You want a good girlfriend or you want a good boyfriend, you got to be those things, But the other thing is, all of that still stems back to belief, because another part of believing in yourself is knowing it. You're the only one like you. It's millions and billions of people in this world. It's only one you. So when you understand and identify your uniqueness and what you have to offer to the world, give it freely. Because eventually, once you're giving it away, now you're working. You may be working for free, but you're still working. Now the university say this person is out here working their ass off for nothing. Let me make sure they working their ass off to have everything that they need. Now all of a sudden, before you even know it, now you got paying customers, people beating your dough down to pay you to do this. You know what I'm saying? The other thing about manifesting, especially with customers in business, and I'm learning this, when you're a business, you want to be a business that everybody wants to spend their money with, right? How does that look? Imagine who you spend your money with. Do you spend your money with, a down in the dumps ass motherfucker who look like they ain't investing in themselves? People spend their money with people who look like they got money. When you go on Walmart and you fucking see that TV, you see that laptop or that whatever Walmart sell for however much they sell it for, you don't go in and getting discounts. And if they do, they only giving you 10% off, because they've already built their brand. They've already built their reputation. They've already established themselves as a certain quality. So you're gonna go in there, you ain't gonna question, you're gonna buy it because you want that quality. The same thing. You are an entire brand. Everything about you is your brand, your business. So for an example, I cut hair. So who the fuck want to sit in somebody's chair who don't look like nobody want to sit in their chair? So now you gotta put yourself in a position. How do these people look at everybody dealing with? How do they act? What do they have that I don't have? Self-confidence. Putting it out there that, yeah, I want your money, but I don't just want your money to make me money. I want your money because I want you to believe in me. Because when a person believes in you and they spend their money with you, they're going to go bring you other customers, word of mouth. But when they just trying to support you, they only going to spend that dollar that one time. That's not how business works. So you have to sell the complete package. You as a business owner have to be something that every man want to be and every woman want to sleep with or want to be with, period. Other than that, you're not going to move no products, period. I don't want somebody in my house or doing something for me, even if it's digging up a pipe, that don't look like you qualified. Because a qualified person knows that my business is a total package, that I am a complete representation of this package. So that's the other part of it. You gotta, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you gotta believe in it yourself. And when you believe in what you're selling, you walk different, you talk different, you even present it different. And I learned that. I was sitting here complaining about how many people don't support me in my business, and I was like, oh man, this person know me, I know this person, and I got all of these businesses and da 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 da. And the spirits was like, are you walking around like you own the world? Or are you walking around like the world owes you? And I had to look at it like, you know what? I have been walking around like the world owes me. And when you walk around like the world owes you, ain't nobody about to give you shit. But when you walk around like you own the world, everybody trying to give you shit because they want you to pick them up and teach them. They want you to make them look good. So that's the difference. You got to walk around and own it. You know what I'm saying? And even if it looks stupid to everybody else, you got to be willing to look absolutely retarded for the things that you want, because that's the only way you're going to get it. That's the only way you're going to get it. One of the biggest battles that I run across with a lot of people is they want a business. Everybody want to own a business, but nobody want to start it from the beginning. Everybody want to come up with an idea and tomorrow they making $50,000, $60,000. No. As a person who has been in the barbering industry, the hair industry for 20 something years, I can guarantee you and promise you this. If you really, really want whatever it is you want in life, you have to be confident enough in yourself to know, first of all, you're worth it to have it. That you can't. Second, that you can have it. And third of all, the people around you closest to you ain't going to be the people that's going to help you get it. It's going to be the people that's watching you from a distance. So be careful of what you put out there and how you carry yourself out there in the streets, because people watching. And thanks to, the power of media and social media, at least half of your day is being recorded by somebody else videoing street signs, street lights videoing, cameras watching the city, somebody else recording themselves while you walk by. All this shit is going on while you're there, and you have to be conscious of this, because I didn't even notice that, even in the background of a video, you need to own that shit, because otherwise, who gonna want to help you? Who gonna want to spend their money with you? Who gonna want to see you as who's gonna want to get, or how can you build enough customer base or revenue behind you to have $1 million if you don't believe in the fact that you can have it? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta change your mindset. It's a lot deeper than, just, I want it. Because guess what? I tell my kids this, because everybody want to be a rapper. My kids are very talented, and I'd be impressed with some of the wordplay that they put together when they writing music. And I tell them all the time, I'm like, look, Everybody and their mama who got a pen and a paper want to be a rapper right now. I mean, the return on investment seems to be a lot. You write some shit, you get paid $1 million. The return on investment seems to be a lot. But what people don't realize is those musicians and rap artists and stuff, all the different loops and hurdles that they had to go through. And most of them, once they got to the stardom, they didn't even fucking like it. Once they thought they got that signed $1 million contract and they see all the mouths they gotta feed, these motherfuckers still only making $25,000 a year, man. You can go work at fucking Target and make that fucking shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you really have to invest in what you really want. See it all the way through. If you really want to be a musician or a business owner, no, it ain't all glitz and glam. By the time you get to the glitz and glams, it's years and years of dog work. Years and years of dealing with fucked up ass customers, and you get you a few good ones, just like in the barber industry. You come, everybody needs a haircut, but a customer gonna call your phone and be like, yo, I want to schedule an appointment. I'm coming in on this and this date, and they gonna show up and they gonna pay you and they gonna tip you and they gonna keep coming back. They gonna refer other people. You said those are good customers. Most people just want the dollar, so they don't give a fuck if you come and get this one haircut. Just long as your ass come and get this one haircut, you don't even have to deal with the same person. It's a big difference. And so you want to formulate your business unlike all of these mass production, because people like us want to deal with humans. You want people to see you, feel you, touch you. You want them to know that you're real and that what you have to offer is more than what these people who have these big businesses can offer. Because even these big businesses started off small, but they had to grow according to their demand. So they may have started off, mom and pop walking around. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong about what store this is, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Walmart started off with a guy was going door to door selling shit, and he had a revolutionary idea. Instead of going door to door, I could just put me in a store and everybody can go there. And so that's what he did. And look at Walmart now. It's damn near. I'm from Atlanta. It's a Walmart on every fucking block in Atlanta. Straight up. On every major street in Atlanta, there is a Walmart, period. I think Atlanta has 35 or 40. They may even have 50 now. They might have about 50 fucking Walmarts. Where do you think these businesses started from? From the idea. But the owner of that store, when they first started out, they had to keep their confidence level up. They had to know, like, I can accomplish these dreams. I don't give a fuck about little Tommy who over here won't spend this dollar, because Susie over here spending this dollar. And Susie done bought me, Sally done bought me Joe done bought me Blow. And it's all because of the experience, the experience of not only you, but the experience of your business. So that's the second half of the manifestation, is believing in your product, whatever it is that you are pushing, whether it's a service or a product. You got to believe in it enough to sell it to people. And you don't sell it to people by saying, hey, this is for sale and I made it and it's supposed to do this and that. You got to have you some testimonials. You got to build your credibility. But again, all that goes back to the man in the mirror. How are you seeing yourself? Because if you really feel like this is $1 billion soap industry or $1 billion meal plan or $1 billion salon, you can't be walking around with your hair not combed. You can't be walking around with the vibrational energy of lack and need. You know what I'm saying? You don't need anything. You got a product to sell. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you walk around as, your product. Like, you know what? I might not have no money in my pocket, but this right here can make me some money. One of the reasons why I've been so successful as a barber career-wise has been because guess what? When I leave a job, when I leave a salon, guess what? Them clippers, that skill, that's mine. Them motherfuckers can have a salon. Them clippers, that skill's mine. Only thing I got to do is keep my contact for my customer, because the place does not matter. I can give you the same haircut at your house that I can give you at a barbershop or at my house. But you have to understand what you have to offer. My goal is to help people who don't have the